So Istanbul Wildcats coming out with the win there. I mean, they've come in with the win on the first game, and then they come in with a win on the fifth game. Can they get the win on the sixth game?
No.
Okay, well there we go. That's it.
I've decided for not having it.
Well, we'll see. I mean, to be fair, they have come sort of into their own. I think in these bigger maps, and
and we certainly see it favouring them more than the other map, as we've been saying. So I'm looking for them to close the night out strongly. But I think if you look at the two they've won, I think they were both relatively similar circles, weren't they? They're both at least 7, and sort of favoured where they drop. So I wonder if there's the fact that they were able to make those deep rotations that potentially they're not able to do on the slightly further northern circles really came in and favoured them, and potentially that's the playstyle that they know from squads, making deep rotations that they can't quite do on the northern circles. And maybe if we see another southern circle, then they could win it. But I'm just saying that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I see it. Like they obviously loot around Chumasera, I think so. They
just on the south.
Yeah. They had I think it was a circle just south of Los Leones, which kind of helped them out. They had that pretty swift rotation around the southern road, and then obviously I mean the next circle was right on top of them essentially.
4 teams in double digits. It's not something you see every day.
That's true. Yeah, I mean lots of kills coming. Obviously, I mean placement points as well, but kills are king here. Not to Istanbul Wildcats though. They get the win and the 5 kills.
In fact, for all those teams in sort of the top 16, the bottom 16 coming into tonight, I don't think they care how they get the points. If they're getting placement points, they're getting kill points. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, there's the sort of, if you're not finishing top 3 in overall in the league, you just want to be top 16. You don't care if you're 16th, you're 4th.
No,
Maybe a bit less nerves going into the last game, but we'll see the overall leaderboard. Family Cushion saved their spot at the top, and 47 did actually slightly close the gap, purely because of how poor Game 5 was for the top 3. But still a little bit ways behind. And we see Istanbul Wildcats now actually up to 8th place with 2 wins.
That's a solid climb there. Obviously,
3rd overall on placement points.
That's impressive, to be fair. And now, I mean, you see Team Liquid, they've dropped down pretty heavily from their first place coming into today, and now you see them on 5th. So I don't know.
I think that's just because they're as players, they are great at gunfights.
Yes.
I would go out and say they're probably the best duo in this lobby in terms of individual skill. As a duo, there are some players in here that I think are absolutely insane.
Yes.
Their mechanical skill and their teamwork works really well in gunfights, and Sanhok is a map that really favours your ability to win gunfights, whereas Miramar is more of a macro play focus, more of a rotational focus that it's potentially not working out for them tonight.
Yeah, I feel like Liquid and their macro play, even in squads, hasn't worked out too well, and I mean, I don't want to say it's carrying over to duos, but it seems like that might be the case. But if we're going to talk about sort of players and their individual skill, I want to kind of highlight Monkey. Monkey has been winning, I feel like every single gunfight he's been in, like close to it, unless it's like a 1v2 where he's like out in the open, he still gets 1 knock and then dies.
Yeah, I mean, we saw on the game he came second, where he almost got the 1v2 versus the German duo of Iskris and Mika, where he landed a really nice spray on Mika throughout the whole night, and I think the whole tournament really. He's been super consistent.
Yeah,
and I think maybe Shiv needs to step up a little bit to sort of match his level, and that will push them from sort of I think they're 3rd at the minute, and that will be the sort of the win condition to push them to that top spot and potentially win the league overall.
Yeah, definitely. Someone who's not quite doing so hot, Molman. I remember the last time we saw him on stream, he had a flashbang and a nade in the face in literally in the space of about 5 seconds.
It's not rough.
Yeah, not quite working out too well. But him and Hjort, they're still trying to make it work. The circle is actually pretty good for Hjort and Molman. They're not too far away. And we've seen many of these before.
Yeah, this is it's the GLL circle now.
Yeah, I think we can call it. I think we can safely name this the GLL circle. It's around sort of El Pozo area, like in between San Martin. Yeah.
It's becoming a bit of a regular feature on these Wingman streams. But both of the G2 duos pretty much dead center. Whether they're going to somehow fight for the same compound, I wonder if that's because they're so used to playing together that they make the same rotations, because we've seen them fight so many times tonight, and I think on Sanhok as well.
There might have been a time where they have fought on Sanhok. Not that I can
Definitely
remember.
tonight. Because they're landing right next to each
yeah,
other,
yeah.
they keep running into each other.
For sure.
And they keep doing the exact same rotations to each other and then end up losing like 1 or 2. Obviously, we saw the big gunfight with, who was it? It was Silas and Gaxi.
That's right. Mise. Oh, no. Oh, there's so many shots coming in towards him. Why is he still in the air? It's 3 minutes into the game, Mise.
We saw it was in Microfry from NA doing the strat where you stay in the air as long as possible to try and find out where the circle's going. So maybe he's doing that. I think he's not. I think it's. He's with Loss actually, isn't he? So Loss is actually in the game. He's just miles away.
Maybe he went for. Okay, so maybe
he wasn't in the lobby or like AFK or something.
Yeah, maybe he was also making some tea.
Yeah.
And
decided tea's quite important.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is exactly. So
Yorkshire tea, obviously, not Earl Grey. It has to be said.
It doesn't, though.
It does.
It really doesn't.
It's an important debate.
Gosh.
And you're wrong.
Okay. Well, no. But my interests aren't wrong. You know, my tastes aren't wrong.
They are.
Nonetheless, MVS, he's sneaking up, and he knows there's at least one player in this compound.
Well, there's 2. It's going to be be a scary one if he runs into that. But in the 1v2, his teammate Miruku will get it right. He's not really anywhere to be seen, a couple hundred meters to the north. But I don't think Fastman and X-Chris. To be fair, the way they're running around, it does look like they're aware that there's someone nearby. I wonder if they must have seen him drop fairly close. So they're just looking to make sure that push isn't happening. Nice little tap there.
Yeah, nice little shot from Tumhum. That name always gets me. The Team Liquid players, they're getting some pressure. Not so much though. I think more pressure over towards Tumhum than the other way, because now he's backing off. He doesn't want any part of that fight.
Yeah, Lipson's not really with him. He's in the game at least this time, so it's an improvement on last game. But he's really not in a position to help out Tumhum at the minute, and it actually looks like they're getting even more split up just because of that pressure. So maybe a little bit rough for the Texas duo there.
Yeah, that looks like. I mean, I feel like I've seen James and Ibiza in this spot multiple times before. Just that sort of those dips just south of power grid,
especially in squads as well.
Yeah.
We see Liquid go up there pretty consistently, especially as you said, on these power grid circles.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to see this end on power grid just because it's super fun as a fight. So I wonder if they're sort of expecting that sort of same finish. Obviously, center circle. So the center of the circle is statistically the most likely finish.
Exactly. Body popping. This is Calvin Klein on your screen here. He does get knocked by Fast Rail. That's a good old peek there. The 2x spray coming in. Ultra, he's just towards the south. He's going. Yeah, okay. So
not interested in this gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like there isn't. There's no way of really getting the res unless he wins the 1v2 and then just teleports somehow.
New patch, new teleport. Maybe there's a patch tonight, isn't there? Or is it tomorrow? No, it's tomorrow. I wonder maybe there's secretly going to be a teleport patch.
Interesting. That could be something.
We're
going Fortnite style,
Yeah, I don't think that would quite be a PUBG friendly edition.
No, I can't say that's realistic. We haven't quite invented teleportation just yet, so maybe
there's probably a government somewhere in the world that's got it down.
Oh no! Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the conspiracy theorists probably believe there is.
Yeah.
But are you a conspiracy theorist? Do you believe in any?
Not really. I mean, there's been some stuff about time travel and stuff. There's these pictures of like people wearing or having a mobile phone in like the 1930s or something. It's like, sorry, what? So I don't know. I mean, probably. I honestly no. There's just no way. But yeah, back to the game.
There's literally nothing going on. Everyone's they're driving in, but everyone's being very friendly.
Yeah, no, stop being so friendly. Come on,
it's not a friendly game.
Shoot things, shoot people in the face. I think I see shots.
Yeah, Mithrane's doing some shooting, and Beez is actually going to shoot his teammate in the back. Meanwhile, Ladder goes down. He's going to get flushed instantly. So an early point for Liquid.
Yeah, Polyderic going down. So Mithrane, he's on his own. I feel like I've seen Mithrane on his own quite a few times today. So he's no stranger to this. He's no stranger to a solo versus duo.
That feel unrelatable.
Yeah, exactly. But Monkey and Shiv down to his southwest as well. they might be looking to kind of push on that. I mean, would make sense, to be honest with you, to get access to the Power Grid Hill as well as get a free kill on Mithrain.
I expect they're probably going to work towards the shack on the west, rather. You know, the one just to the south of Kiltdown it's a position that's very popular. I think when you're trying to get up on that hill, that you go there first because you can get a lot of vision. But for now, the circle could still come south, and they're in a pretty good position if it does.
That is true, yeah. They're kind of, I guess they're banking on the hard shift, but if it isn't a hard shift, they do a long rotate over towards the north.
They have enough vision to their north that they know where they can go to if the circle doesn't come their way. So I can understand it, but it does look like they're going to move to come back to the west. I wonder if they're still looting.
They could be, you're right, yeah. I mean, I'm not exactly sure where they dropped. I didn't quite spot it. I think it was just south of where they are actually now, just north of Chumacera. So that might just be them just looting around and such. Lipson.
Looked like it was like
slightly.
I wonder if that's why he drowned last game. Maybe his internet's rough.
Yeah, he might be having some internet issues. Unfortunately,
he's got some friends there that are about to be very unfriendly to him as soon as they run inside. Yeah, he is teleporting.
Yeah, it's definitely.
He's actually invented teleporting.
he's invented.
He's done it.
There we go. He's done it. Lipson is the inventor of teleportation, at least in PUBG anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna walk in. That's
is he back now?
He's trying.
He's trying his best to.
I think they've recognised he's there unless they're nading far. No, they've seen him. Yeah.
That's
he's just watching it. There's nothing he could do. See you later, Lipson. He survived longer this game. The circle actually comes south. Meanwhile, we might even see a Picardo ending here.
Yeah, Picardo or south of Picardo. I mean, obviously, fourth circle shift doesn't like the rocks north of Picardo, so. If it does go center, you can kind of guess it's going to go south again. Here's the players leaving the church. That's D8.
We see Liquid as well came down from their hidey hole on the top of the hill, taking the compound west of Picardo. But actually, Ira and BK are going to pull up on them, I think.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, how you doing? Oh, that car is about to explode. Luckily, James ran out of ammo, so BK is going to survive for now. And Ira actually got some shots into James to protect his Turkish brother there.
Yeah, James just he's on a bit low health, but looks like Bees is going to join him, and they have actually an extremely solid spot in the circle. I think they've kind of possibly read what I've just said in terms of the full circle shifts, and like if you can kind of predict this on the second circle shift. Then, like you can put yourself in an extremely good spot to get at least top 5 or top 8 or something like that.
And if you can get to a position, especially in duos where you don't need to make any rotations, you're always at a massive advantage just because of how hard it is to make rotations into sort of centre map, sort of third, fourth circle. So as free as you like, not for Fastwell there, and they spot the second player. So this might be Sane going down. Fastwell making the push. I think X-Chris. Where is X-Chris? He's further to the east, yeah, so he's not really in a position to help him out for now. And I think actually Fex and Jazza were putting some shots in.
Yeah, Fex and Jazza were trying to flush out the kill. Sane gets the knock though. Headshots coming in. Fast shot does go down, so he lives to see another few minutes or so.
He's used an nade to flush the kill, or at least secures the point before Jazza and Fex can steal it. But it looks like the professional gamer is going to go for a bit of aggressive play here onto Sane. I think they recognised that there was a knock either way. So know that there should really only be one player over here, and they're going to go for it. But the Liquid players lighting up, going to grab their second kill here. And actually, Nelos went down to Monkey, so James doesn't even need to flush the kill. Oh, thanks. Go on, land your shots. Enough. Same, just about gets him a little dip, so I think he should be able to survive. Yeah. Maybe a little bit too slow to get over there, but Saint surviving at least for a couple more seconds. X-Swiss, meanwhile, met Desperados Ultra there, took him down. Grabbed another point, so not the end of the world for what are they called? Easy dubs, grabbing 2 kills. They've had a pretty decent night so far. I think they had a poor last game, but already 2 points, so definitely a better start.
Well, that's a waste of smoke there. Throws it, but Mikey gets the flush anyway. And this angle I like. This is a very unexpected angle, I feel. But we'll see if Mikey does.
Mikey like pre-fires it now.
Yeah, exactly. He's just
with the caster curse.
Yeah, but doesn't seem like it's gonna happen just yet. But yeah, people rotate. You see Istanbul Wildcats with their rotation just around the eastern side there. They've come into a very free side, and if they continue on, they'll have lots of information on what will be the next circle, I think.
I expect once they get onto that ridge just to their west,
Yeah.
they're going to use that to transition into Picado. But we're looking at that circle now, and as you were saying earlier with the rocks, they should force it straight down towards where sort of either right where Ibiza is or where the M47 duo is.
Yeah, exactly. That's an interesting angle. I like this angle here. Oh, no, wait. Is he hitting something that he doesn't...
He's hitting the wall. He hit the edge of the wall, I'm pretty sure.
But like he's trying to shoot this tire and he can't quite hit it. I'm not exactly... maybe there's something not rendering in front of him. And I was kind of just baiting him. It's quite funny, actually. See, look, he's shooting this tire for ages and he just can't quite burst it.
Maybe it's a bulletproof tire.
Ah. Yeah. No, new invention here again.
We're just inventing loads of things tonight.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, still trying to take shots.
I would be surprised because there's a box, isn't there? Like, or there's like an overturned table. That it looks like it's not rendering.
I think you're right. So that's a bit it's a bit rough. But no, I mean he's wasting ammo, to be fair.
It's a little bit sad that I know the innards of houses. That's when you know,
especially that small house there. Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like
there's an overturned table in that house.
I kind of expected there to be something in the way that wasn't rendering. But yeah, rotations coming in. You see everyone kind of moving through. You see actually Gaxi coming into Picado with Salas.
I think they get towards the motel area, and from there, I think it's actually it's going to keep going a little bit further than the motel. They're going to pull up at the casino. And really, I think Picado is a really strong position to be in here because you know the circle is going to come sort of south. So potentially you won't be in the center of the circle, but you will be in it, pretty much guaranteed, unless it goes southwest.
Yeah, exactly. If they can push from the casino over towards where Sane is, hold that thought. Podamenta does get the knock onto his teammate Menox there. The Razor Edge duo going at it. Both Spanish and well, I say European. I can say that right. European duo in a sense in Sigsy and Menox.
International duo. The
international duo. There we go. That's the word. That they confirm. It just nearly confirms it.
There's no way Sigsy gets that res.
Yeah, no, I don't
it's going
think
to
so.
tick out. So it's whether someone steals it or if Podamenta does actually get the point.
Yeah. So there we go. Menox goes down. Now it's just Sigsy and Podamenta.
Neither of them are in the circle, so they need to make a play at some point soon. This car...
what the... Where did that come from?
Absolutely. I think he rolled back down the hill after he stopped. But he's going to get the spray down. He actually gets down Rafi, and Reels is absolutely nowhere to be seen. So Timmerman is going to get the kill at least. Grabs at least 1 point. And he's on the edge of the zone, so he should be able to survive for now. And it looks like Reels maybe he's going to try and get ahead of him and sort of cut off that angle.
I think what Reels might do is try a drive-by. I want to see it. Come on, do it. No, okay, no. There's a little little valley there, little ridge. So
that's restricted for American players in Liquid.
Yeah, true. That is true. But nonetheless, Tim does get the kill.
Oh, he's going to drive straight into Pro Club. That is rough.
That's tough. I mean, he's going the wrong way because the circle is going to shift south, and as as we expected, essentially, is Jeems and Ibiza in a good spot. DA also in a good spot. They've read it well. N47 as well.
And even with M47's compound, it doesn't necessarily look that great in terms of where it is in the circle. It's not dead center, but they control that entire ridge to their west. No one else can go there whilst they're still in the compound. So in terms of late game, they have a lot of map control.
Yeah, exactly. You can see now Gaxi and Silas have decided to push into where Micah was holding up, and looks like Miracu and MBS have decided to push that. Ibiza just shooting off some bullets at some rotating players passing by. I think that was Micah. Micah is now dead. DA decided to deny him the crash in the compound.
Miracle grabbing a free 2 points there onto Blaze. We see actually, I think it's all four NIP players now sitting on the south of Picado together, just not pushing.
All three at least, anyway.
No, they're all there.
Silas as well.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. It's the NIP duos. Silas isn't actually on NIP, but.
I see.
Is he still under 18?
Silas?
He's 17, right?
He is 17. Yeah. He just turned 17 recently.
He's a baby.
Yes, he's a baby boy. Well, I mean,
he's dead as well.
Oh,
so see you later. Yeah. That flush should be able to come in. Well, it doesn't quite go down the stairs, so I think maybe Silas could have survived for now. But Saint could use the lack of audio now because the nade obviously it cancels out sound. So he can make a bit of a push. He sees the leg, but the nade has actually come in. Can he escape it in time? Just about.
That's right there. Don't.
Oh, he had me stressing there. He almost ran on top of it, but he survives. But what that will do is it will prevent him from pushing down because of the heal. So Silas should be able to get res, but actually MBS now looking for those kills.
Yeah, MBS trying to get some sort of third party going. He's throwing in some nades. And what I'd love to see Sane do is, yeah, exactly what I was going to say. Push down here, down these little drop spots, and people don't expect these because we forget that these are even here.
What I like here is this nade. It's not going to actually get any kills, but once it goes off, it completely denies sound because it stuns like ears. But the door is shut, so he has to give away his position. And now he's peeking 1v2, and he gets put down by Silas. So the res came in, and then suddenly Silas gets his revenge. Sane goes down. So for now, the 3 NIP players and Silas all going to survive.
Yeah, solid work. Now they're going to battle it out in between themselves. Jazz and Fex is on the northern side of this as well. They've come into Picado. They're okay for now in the circle. They've got to try and get some information and decide what they want to do on this next shift. But you see on the western side, there's lots of fights going on. People, players in the blue. You got Monk and Shiv on the west gate keeping this.
Nice one go down. Meanwhile, Mizu grabbed the last kill onto them. Oh, no, I tell a lie. Mizu grabbed the kill onto Istanbul Wildcats. It was I think Shiv that got the last kill though. We lost it in the kill feed, but it's looking like a decent game so far from Rec. They're not in an amazing position on this western edge, but they already have a couple kills. And I think they have vehicles, so they can maybe transition some of the shack central circle if the circle does shift away.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they've obviously come in from this western side to try and sort of, I guess, play the edge and just gatekeep people and try and get some, pick up some kills around the edge. They're confident players. They're confident in their ability. The French monsters, as they say in their region, and they're definitely living up to their name, I feel.
A bit of a DA circle here is Merton Michali's dead center in their compound, but they're a little bit susceptible to a crash. It is like a squad's compound, considering its size. It's so hard to protect both the north and the south, but I think based on the fact that they have like liquid to their north, it means that maybe they should be protected. But if any of those teams in Picado have a vehicle, I expect first they're going to work their way onto the ridge to the north, and then maybe we'll see them crash the compound.
Yeah, exactly. They'll work their way onto the ridge, as you said, to the north, and then just maybe try and get something into the warehouse. Oh, hello! A flying Gaxi comes down as Salas wants to push onto the remaining NIP player. Looks like one of them's knocked as well. He tries to do the ledge grab. MBS is knocked out.
But the nip-on-nip action going on here is I think Gaxi got the knock, but Salas spots the second player, gets some tags in. Doesn't quite get the kill, and Miraku for now is okay. Gonna try and bank the grenade. I don't think it's going to do much, but actually Gaxi gets knocked out by Page from range, and that's probably the easiest kill Miraku's going to get all night.
Yeah, that's the easiest kill of his life right there. So 1, 2, 3 Spud healing up.
The backwards Desperados go down there. Meanwhile,
oh yeah, backwards. Yeah, of course, because they're what is it? Backwards is like it's like I forget what it's called. Oh, it's
Pados or something like that.
Soda Repst. Interesting. But yeah, they go down, but they have 2 kills as well, so it's not too bad. Not too bad of a game.
Yeah, but unfortunately no placement points. They died in one away from the placement points.
Yeah. Salas does spot Miraku backing off here.
Interesting effects of Jazza sneaking in behind the NIP and the line. I presume it's supposed to be a barcode.
Yeah.
They're going to come in and try and grab those kills. They don't really have any way to get into the circle, so they're looking for those points. But actually, Ira's going to come in and start slapping Fex about. Gets put down. Should be able to get the flush there. One more bullet will do it.
Yep.
Most difficult bullet of Ira's life. But
yeah.
Silas actually grabs the kill on to Miraku and gets instantly killed by Jazza.
Yeah, Jazza does pick up a kill for his troubles. He's in the blue, and I don't think he's going to even bother to try and get in. I mean, he has first aided, so looks like he's going to make some sort of a concerted effort to get into the circle. Ira's actually backed off, so that might give him some room.
Yeah, but it looks a bit more like a reposition. I think he should have an angle fairly soon. There is a bit of a ridge, and actually Jazza gets the lineup onto Ira, tagging him up, and maybe that's the opportunity to go, but now the return fire comes in, and actually Page is starting to light him up.
Yeah, Page has the angle from the south side. Yeah, okay, so it goes down to the blue, so doesn't give away any points. Ooh. And yeah, the circle does shift directly west over towards the French monsters in Monkey and Shiv.
Yeah, a team that we've already seen do pretty well so far this tournament. I think they're sitting in second place, and also the fifth place team of Liquid. We said that they've been having a poor night so far. This may be the opportunity for them to turn things around.
Oh wow! You see Ivor on the kill feed there, taken out one of the players at least, and then Mommy just kind of, I don't know, just falls over and
stubbed his toe, and that was him done.
I mean, it's pretty painful, to be fair. So, I mean, if you die from that, then I can understand, you know.
I ran up to the toilet after the last game and stubbed my toe on the staircase.
No.
So I've been in pain ever since.
Yeah, I mean...
I know the feeling.
Yeah, exactly. You know the feels. But Loss, Mise, the Finnish duo, coming up to try, I guess,
I was about to explode.
7. Yeah, well.
A little bit rough for Coldamento. Actually, I think he explodes the car the smoke is actually protecting him there. He was completely in the open, but the angle's completely shut off for Shiv. Could have survived a little bit longer, but I think that smoke does disappear eventually. M47 trying and failing really to get into the circle. There was a very rough rotation, and the Hail Mary didn't quite work as Loss shuts him down. The Crowders getting their second and third kill of the game and now securing most of the eastern side, but Iro is coming in to try and put paid to their efforts. Yeah,
although, I mean, Iro wants a third party, and I think Loss kind of expects someone to be pushing around to make something, you know, to try and take advantage of that. But to be honest with you, I mean, there wasn't any knocks back and forth. It was just a straight up kind of massacre. So, oh wow, okay, the spray comes in. Iro completely takes off Loss's head. That's an absolutely insane spray at that distance.
He got gunned, and the skater boy himself grabs number 1. Can he get the second kill? Mise does have to cross in the open to get the res. So it's a bit of a cat and mouse as Iro looks at that kill, but I think the nades came in and forced Iro back, so maybe Mise is going to use that as the opportunity. The Kobe doesn't quite land. But what it is doing is it's forcing Iro to reposition, and a 1-1 nade might actually be perfect. No,
Sky high. I mean, that's actually really, really good. 89 damage from that nade. He's also going to watch out for Team Liquid. James finds the kill.
4th kill of the game for Liquid now, and they should also know now that there's 2 players at least on that side. Potential maybe to sort of prevent them from getting anywhere near the circle and grab their 5th and 6th kill of the game. James looks like he's hunting for it, but it looks like he's not quite aware of where they are.
Yeah, I think he assumes that they might have pushed upon Iro just before he died, but that was not the case. They're still sort of sat on their respective side on the east, and looks like Liquid have a decent amount of space, although, I mean, the circle shifts, and it's right on DA's compound. So, yeah, it looks like they've kind of split across the compound as well, which is interesting, and you wouldn't expect to crash now, so it honestly actually makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, no one really has vehicles anymore because, generally speaking, it's a death wish getting on a bike, as we saw for N47, and getting in a car, you will get exploded. So, yeah, there's the only real way anyone's going to crash you is by using smokes and making an on-foot push. So, yeah, I like the split, but the problem becomes if one of them gets knocked, the other one then has to run completely in the open to get in a res.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Some nice peaks there, but James wins out on that one. And
but now they're going to run up on the ridge, and Monkey's actually there and might be able to ambush them if they're not careful. And they're running around on top of each other, so there could be an opportunity for a double spray.
Double spray, double nade, anything to take them down. Really, Mies is looking to take a sort of a spoiler spot on the edge of the circle, as you can see. James looking for somewhat of a, I don't know, some kind of information. Yeah. Oh yeah, wow, nice one, observers. Thank you very much. 7 nades and 4 smokes. That's.
Six smokes on Ibiza as well, so a lot of utility for these players. I think it's because they got quite a few kills recently, so they've been able to loot the bodies and grab all these grenades. That was a little bit preemptive.
Yeah, I think it expects Monkey to be in the smokes trying to make his way towards the shack there, but I mean, I guess it was kind of a bait in a sense, which is quite smart.
I think Monkey's waiting for the last second because I think one of the DA players is an angler as well, so it's like I think he knows he's going to die as soon as he runs into the smokes, but he's trying to sort of up his percentages by getting at least rid of some of the Liquid's grenades. But Ibiza gets the spray down. The smoke actually cleared up, and that's where Monkey tried to go. And now Liquid up to 6 kills already into the top 4, so a great final game for them already, and a potential win on the cards.
Yeah, some solid work from them. They read the circle very well, and now they can kind of come in and spread and take some ground and some kills.
If you have Lost, though, just to their southeast, you might be able to not necessarily ambush them, but sort of play spoiler as Mise is not necessarily acting as bait, but trying to distract them. And as soon as they come over this ridge, I think Lost will peek the rock.
Oh, wow.
Should be able to do some work.
No, there's no way. Oh, that's so close. A lot of damage onto Mise, 26 HP. Obviously, I mean, they clearly know where that's a solid day. That was a long one. Wow.
was like a Tiger Woods golf shot.
Yeah, literally 4. That's absolutely nuts. But looks like he's gonna make a move. I mean, now actually, yeah. The circle is it shifting? Not quite yet. 22 seconds until the circle actually starts moving. So Coldamenta, he's already ahead of the game. He's making his way on in. Shots come out. Ibiza doesn't quite get the knock, but Matrilius comes in with a knock of his own onto James.
And Loss is coming in with the nades. This might be a double kill for free here. That nade, that looked good to me.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, not quite. I mean, he does get the, I guess, the steal. Is that the steal? Right?
Yeah, it was a stolen kill, yeah. Somehow Ibiza survives for now, but it looks like he doesn't have any first aids, unless that was a med kit. Yeah, it was a med kit. Yeah. Okay. I hate that it's the same animation as a bandit.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That's very strange. Shots not quite connecting from Mize, but someone else did. Still on low HP.
There's a couple HP there as well.
So yeah, Ibiza's having a rough time over here.
I don't think he's long for this but this nade might be good.
No, he's just behind a rock there, so he has the line of sight from the rock. So he's still Lost is still I mean, he's in the circle too, so he can't really. He doesn't need to move at all. He's just got. I think he's trying to give himself some cover. Yeah, okay. So Mert spots him out. That means that Lost is going to back off, and that essentially gives Ibiza some room to move around or at least do something.
Yeah, Mert has to be careful. He doesn't overextend there. He spots Ibiza luckily, which does give him a sort of hint that maybe he shouldn't be standing in the open there, and he backs off to the compound for now. But the problem with what DA's going on here now is if they don't win this fight, because they've not really got any kills, if they come second, third, or even fourth, then really it's not as good as the game it perhaps should have been.
Yeah,
so exactly. They need to win this to sort of maximize. Obviously, they need to win to maximize the points. But when you don't have like 4 or 5 kills coming into this, if you want it to be a properly good game, you need to win it.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree. They need to pick up a lot of these kills towards the end here.
Too late, Ibiza.
Oh wow! Coldamenta, the 3x barrel spray. It's something. It's pretty difficult to do, and he pulls it off pretty easily. Trellis trying to search for some more players. He's gonna try and get like a higher angle. He spots out the crawling Coldamenta. Just the ridge just doesn't let him hit the shot.
He's putting holes in his backpack, but that's about it for now.
Yeah, he's spilling bullets out his backpack. It seems. But, Mert also looking for the finish to the north.
The problem here is if they become too focused on Coldamenta, then there's an opportunity for the finish duo here to really sort of pin them in this compound. It will end outside the compound on this wall, and now you have to think maybe the Finns are in a better position.
Yeah, you could say that for sure. Lost with a level 3 vest, that'll definitely help out in this situation. 5 kills on the I guess on the Any Crodas team here. Well, that flash is perfect right in his face. I love the use of flashes. Yeah, it's interesting. I love the use of flashes here. It's really nice to see 2 of them come out. He's just spamming flashes.
More flashes than anything else. But actually, this flank's perfect from Lost. Can he get the tags? Can't get Mitralis down for now. The respray comes in, but Miza actually gets traded. So 1v1 now. Mert versus Lost. The flush does come in on Mitralis and Mize. So a pure 1v1 for the win. I think I saw a flashbang. Is he going to whip it out? I mean, it's sort of. It got Mitralis killed, but
the pop flash comes
what
down.
Does he have? He's got to jump into the blue.
Oh no, that's not what you want to do. Lots of damage onto Mert, and what? No way!
He absolutely deletes Lost for the win. So Digital Athletics, 4 kills and a win to end the night. 14 points going their way. Still a good game from. We saw from Liquid, obviously. Had a great game as well. And Crowders. 2 teams that are sort of towards the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, exactly. Really trying to cement their position in the top 6. But those are very weirdly played 1v1 at the end, but it worked out. I mean,
he put himself down to 45 HP and then just kind of...
uninstalled, lost his game.
Yeah. Literally, just with his Scar bullets, just uninstalled it. I'm still confused how he won that with a Scar, though. To be fair,
I presume he must have hit the head with the first bullet.
Yeah, or was it Mize just like kind of missed maybe?
Yeah, but even then, the speed he got that kill was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was lost.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Nonetheless, though, lots of highlights here. This was the Picado massacre. Coming out of it, Iro kind of picked up the pieces.
This nade, I think he actually cooked it like the tiniest bit too long. And because of that, doesn't get the kill onto Ibiza as well. But this is the flashbang spam.
Yeah.
And then the initial spray, we're going to see it from Mert's perspective, I presume.
All that damage, yeah. 64 HP, and then,
he hits 2 shots.
Yeah.
Headshot, body shot, and that's a nice way to win the game.
Yeah, it's solid stuff. I mean, again, I suppose with the rotation that that Liquid made, that was very smart. But then I'm not sure exactly how DA got to where they got to. I think
they looted in that. I'm pretty sure they looted sort of just to the east of that area, if I remember correctly, and moved in fairly early. I think they were slightly further west. And when the circle shifted towards Picado, they moved in, sat there for I think 3 or 4 circles, and then right at the end, we only saw they had 2 kills coming into the last circle, but they were able to win that final 2v2 and secure the 10-point win, which I said they needed to do, and they did it. So.
Yeah, solid
what
stuff.
needs to be done.
Yeah, it's I'm curious to see how the level is going to look. We'll see that in just a second. You just hold your horses, all right? They've got to type in the numbers and how do you hold a horse?
The reins.
The reins.
Yeah, holding the horse.
But if you're not on it, like I guess you hold it.
Yeah, like this.
Okay, right.
I'm gonna hold the horse till it comes. My arm hurts already.
You can stop now.
Put it down.
But yeah, no, I'm curious to see how that'll affect the leaderboards, because obviously we had was it the Rage Rage duo up at top there? I feel like
Flamencution were at the top.
Flamencution, yeah.
Rage Rage were second or third. I think they were tied actually with Reciprocity. So
yes.
But none of those teams. Monkey I think got a couple placement points.
Yeah.
And a couple kills, so they did okay. But Liquid in 5th place coming into it, and a good last game. I think like 11 or 12 points overall. Means that they should. There was a bit of a gap forming between them and the top 3, but they should have closed it up. And I expect we're going to see a really condensed top 5.
Yeah, I think you'd be right there. It's I'm curious to see if the Reciprocity duo have kind of gained any placement after that, because
well, given how early Flamencution went down, you'd expect that maybe Reciprocity might be first coming out of the night.
Yeah, you could be right. Actually, I mean.
Well, the horses are still being held.
Yeah. Horses are being held. Here we go. Horses are unheld, if that makes any sense. This is the scores from that previous game we just saw. Obviously, DA up on top there, 14 points, but going down. Team Liquid had a good game, which is nice to see. Obviously, that rotation paying off on the second circle in dividends, essentially.
It was 7 towards Reciprocity. They got slightly more than I actually thought. So. Yeah, I expect they'll probably be top, which we'll see soon. But the Rai Duo 2, which I believe is the one doing well, right? No, it's Duo 1 that's doing well. So actually, Duo 1 had a couple kills and a couple placement points. So just about holding on to top spot coming out of the night. But Liquid, as I said, they've really closed up that gap. And we've got 8 points between 5th and 1st. So going into a wrangle on that final day, those 5 teams, and even really M47, only 3 points behind Crowders.
Yeah,
we're going to have a 6-horse race for the money.
Yeah, but then you go down to 7th place, and it's like there's a big old gap of like, what is that?
8.
Yeah, 8 points. So
it's getting late for you, isn't it?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm just awful at maths, to be fair. But yeah, apart from that, then it goes down, and it's pretty even after that.
I think those sort of 7th and below now, their expectation is, can we get to the finals? They're not really thinking about the top 3, which is obviously where the money is at the minute. Yeah. Now, given how big that gap is, you have to have like a miracle final day.
Yeah.
To close it up. But that is Menox, and I believe he was on the Knights. Was he on the Knights team that had that miracle final day in
Menox?
Phase 2?
No,
he wasn't on the Knights.
No. I'm like, wait.
No, he was on.
Is that a serious question?
It's getting late for me. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. That's pretty much it from us today from the EU Wingman from GLL. But we will be back later on for the NA Pro.
2 hours.
Yes, at 1 a.m. CET. I have no idea what that is for anyone, any other time zone, but that's what it is for us. CET 1 a.m. So yeah, be there, have a cup of tea, get ready, with some popcorn, and we'll see them for 6 more matches of Miramar.